So hi everyone, this is Technologic Channel, and today's event is Tech Expo 2024, and we are going to collaborate with these other vloggers. So this is I'm trying to please subscribe to my channel, The Kyle Situation. And this is
Hi guys, please subscribe to the channel of this my friend, and please subscribe also to my channel Tech Expert.
So my name is Shorty Bilin. Just follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rory Tech Charlie.
So don't forget to subscribe to Tech.
So don't forget to subscribe my channel, Tech Life.
So I'm Mark Sunyagan. So please subscribe my channel, Tech K. It's your boy Ray, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. It's Ray's Digital World. Yeah.
I got so motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 whole thoughts to the block.
So good morning everyone. So let's move on with the other project. So this time we have a state your name please, miss.
I am Ashley Mitanyo, and our model is about earthquake map of the Philippines. So it's about predicting future earthquakes, as you can see in our display.
So
So I'll direct na lang sa display na mo. Kaya, the features. So sa kani, whatever, bisa unsa ra nga region ang ibutang dire. For example, we'll put the 7, then Cebu for the province, and the municipality will be... Okay, wait, try natilan. Oh, the Okay, for tomorrow nga ako ang prediction. So kani siya. So as you can see mo, ang sa red nga ako na to ay ang soda ni kay Kuara predicted nga magnitude, which is 0.4, which is actually di kay kusog and di ma-feel ba nga ga-shake ang ground. Kuan siya, slow ra siya. Pero i-change na tong kuan kani. Sa kaning makita nga red or kindly orange, kuan dia kuan possibility nga kusog ang kuan magnitude. So kana. So mo kuan dia focus ra kay kuan ra predicting future. Actually kami tanan diri predicting future ra. Amo ra gi kuan kay gamit ra mig AI, then gather many kuan data from the past experiences or past earthquakes. Then mura imong siging gi-train sa among AI for how many weeks, then we come up with the kuan prediction. Mura, thank you.
so why did you choose this project instead of other idea?
Well, kuan, we choose this project kay kuan we as a group ako. Kuan ganami maka-explore og kuan other pa nga kuan from like pareho laba. We want to explore more or deeper than the kuan the kani siya kay di man kay ni siya lisod, so Di siya kayo lisod pero ibutan na to kay mga first timer man ta, so lisod para na to, and we want to challenge ourselves and to learn more ani nga kuan man modeling.
So, thank you guys. So, we are, what is the name, please?
Name?
Name?
Kaya I am Ashley Mitanyo.
So, thank you, Miss Presenter. So, that's all.
So, good morning everyone. So, we're here in CTU Itilan and I'm here with.
Jane and Miss Weasel.
So, can you tell us what's your project all about?
So, among project is all about stock market kind of forecasting using AI. So, ang stock market pricing using AI kay diri na mo ma-predict ang future nga prices niya sa ilang mga like kini company, ilang future nga prices sa ilang mga products. So, mag-try ta og kanang kuan unsa nga company nga. Yes, like Tesla. Ato siya i-predict kung unsay future nga price na niya in the future. So mo na siya yung best way nga mukwanta sa mga investment. Kung mag-invest na ba, makita na to kung nindot ba mag-invest ani nga company. Wait sa nag-loading pa siya. So ato na lang i-try ni Pinterest. So atong sa Pinterest makita na to nga ay Tesla. Makita na nato siya nga in the near future mababa na siya. Pero for 60 days na siya, dili siya kana for one year. Di man siya makita na to dire nga magbubaba na siya, so dili siya good for investment dayang moadto ta sa Tesla nga company. More siya.
So, what is the main purpose of your project?
So ma-predict na to ang future nga prices sa ilang kuan sa ilang company, products. So diri siya na to makuan kung nindot ba mag-invest ani nga company or dili.
So, thank you Miss Wiso. So, that's all guys.
All right. So, sir, how did you come up for this project?
We come up with this project by this project is the simulation of sea level prediction. So basically mo predict siya sa incoming years nga kuan above 2023 above. So like her so with her if it should be 2023 up. So if we're going to predict 2025 so here the prediction is this is the actual sea level and this is the prediction AI, predicted sea level AI here. So from 2023 to 2025, this is it is showing that the sea level from 2023 to 2025 reaches to 4.99 millimeter. So ang gibasihan namo ani is the ang model na gigamit is LSTM, a type of AI model, and we gather data from historical measurement of sea level from 1995 to 2023 na data. And then
So, next, what inspired you to get involved in this project?
so since this is the we encountered or it is we encountered the sea level rise by a year. So with this prediction, we made this prediction which is maka-predict siya sa incoming years, so that we understand and to know we respond the effect of sea rise level in a year comes.
Okay, thank you.
So let's move to the next project. So I'm here with Mr.
Aldwin Mersol.
So Mr. Mirasol, what can you say about your project? Can you tell us about what your project is and your key features?
So let me introduce the project we built for this. So the title for the project which is the crypto prediction integrating real-time data. So ang function is to forecast live cryptocurrencies. So as you can see, we have the plots. We have the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the Dogecoin, Tron, and Toncoin, and the last one is Solana. So each plot is to predict for the next price. Yang i-predict niya in 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 minute, and 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. So in overall, we need to predict or must to predict the price of the currency. So we do have an example for our features of our program. So it shows us the price history of the Solana. So as you can see, the dashed line it indicates the predictions. It's a 5-year prediction. It shows us it's increasing the Solana price. So and so on for the Bitcoin. That's all. So now, so that's our program and its features. So hoping it's good. Thank you.
So thank you for your genuine time, Mr. Aldwin Mirasol, and we really hope for the success of your project. Sure.
Play. So good morning, everyone. So we are here today in Sitio Hinatilan where the event Tech Expo. So we are here to interview some of the presenters of their research project. So we are here today with Miss, state your name, ma'am.
My name is Katharina Bandahan and I'm a student of BIS IT 3A.
Okay, so how did you come up with this project?
Actually, this project is like we were just assigned by Sir Bagya, and we weren't the first one who handled it. It was created. The water billing version 2.0 system was created by the previous graduates of the recent academic years. So we are not the ones who made this, but we were just maintaining and add some functions that are requested by the municipality.
Okay, so can you show us a demonstration of your project?
Yeah, sure. So here we have the home, about services and contacts and register. This is the landing page, by the way, and this is the first thing that shows up when you try to access our web application. So as you can see here, there is the system users login where you click it and there will be a login and sign up form. Then this is the about our water billing station, and here are the details of what is it all about and the services, which means what this system offers and other stuffs, like these are codes. So here, let's try system users login. Then let me so as you can see here, we have the bills list, and yes, the data you have seen here is not really accurate since it is manipulated when we are having our tests for the current updates of the codes. So as you can see here, we have the account ID, meter number, name, address, and total balance. So the purpose of this is that to help the treasurers, the staffs of the municipality handling the water billing, so that they won't manually write it on the paper. So here it is, they can search with just this bar, and they're not going to like search it on papers, which like, really takes a lot of time. So I'm not going to open it since some of the data are confidential. And next is the meter reading. This is where they, what do we call that? Readers input the usage, the previous and the current reading. So the bill will be calculated. The bill means something. It is the amount they will pay, and then the consumers. So here, this is where the staffs were able to add consumer or cut off their connection of the water, then unsettled bills. So in this place, this is where all unpaid bills are shown. Then the system users, which is us, the staffs and the developers, then reports. It has like this. It has analytics with graphs, as you can see. So every year there are records to what barangays consume a lot of water. So yeah, it has this. Then the settings, where there are the rest of the details. So that will be all for the water billing system. Any question?
Okay, so I have one last question. So in the near future, what are your future plans on your project? Some improvements or etc.
Okay, so for the future, there will be since there are unsettled bills where unpaid bills are shown, so we need to add as well those bills that are already paid. Then we are also thinking of it is recommended by Sir Bagya that we should make a mobile app for the consumers, so that they will be able to check their amount and bill for the month, and they have they paid, and yes, of course, the GCash transactions, so that they will be able to pay just within their home and without going to the municipality. Yes.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am. So that's all, guys. Thanks.
So here, I'm here with. Please state your name.
Magaso LG.
So, Sir RJ, so can you demonstrate your project?
So, first of all, here's our project, which is Air Quality Index Prediction System for Philippines Urban Areas. So, first of all, ano kanina mong promote nga project? It's because air pollution is a very major problem in the Philippines, mostly the cities, due to nagkadako to cities and mga nagkadagang secondhands, the mga factories and ubang pang industrials nga activities. So kani nga project is more focus may to build a system to protect air quality prediction in every cities. So para to raise awareness and to protecting health, public health, para especially sa mga tao nga weak og immune system, dali kay mga kuan nga mga hagi, mga pollutant nga gikan sa hangin. So magdemo ko sa akong kan. So amo i-show. So as you can see, makita nyo ang sa among main application, makita nyo ang air quality predictor. So this page is imo ma-predict ang every cities, then ang every cities and every month in that 2025. So makita mo diri ang information sa sa cities and the actual and the predicted. So, as you can see, dili sa Cebu, for now, ang ato actual karon is sa December. So, sa December, which is our ato actual karon is 52.79. Then, ang predicted sa December is 50.43. So, muna ang paan na to sa predicted sa in December 2025. Then, if mag-wonder mo if ang kaning 43.43 is good ba or unsafety for us. So, nag-build me og another interface para to calculate the equality if good na ba siya or dangerous na para sa tuwa. So, for example, ang katong Cebu ganiya is 50. So, ato i-calculate ang iyang equality, then ang output is ang equality daw yung 50 is a good sa tuwa. So, di sa Cebu is a good quality ra ang atong equality. So, is considered as satisfactory and air pollution poses to little or no risk. So, good ra kay siya. Then overall, ang kaniyang gibuhat nga project is by cities improve public health, then and to promote a better quality life. Thank you.
So, thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's move on to the next presenter. We have here Mr. Can you please state your name, sir?
Lawrence Ivan Bulches.
Okay, so can you tell me about your project?
Our project model title is about predicting future in the Philippines. So, ang probably statement mo is gihimo naman yung project to anticipate future demands and infrastructure, education, healthcare, and special resources. So, muna among abstract sa mga research. This research focuses on designing predictive model to estimate future population of the Philippines. So, muna among methodology. So, ang makita nyo there is every region sa Philippines from region 1, 2, 3, 4 go to NCR, Mimaropa, BARMM. So there is a table mag-predict tag years, example is 5. So gikan sa karon nga to is 2024. Makita nyo dire sa dire from sa population sa every capital city sa Philippines from year 2000, 2010 go to 2024. So ang dire sa predicted is ang predicted population from 5 years from now. So muna siya. Dire sa sa graph dire is the blue kaning blue graph nagkuan siya sa actual population, then ang red is ang predicted population. So by year ni siya from 2000, 2003, 2006 to 2024. So there is sa regional graph. So naa diri ang graph sa every region sa gikan sa region 1 to 10 from BRMM o NCR. So example there is a region 7. So ang blue nga graph is nagkuan siya sa actual population, then ang red is ang predicted population. So as you can see, ang kaning blue graph sa region 7 is nasa around mga 7.5 M. Then ang predicted population is nasa mga 8 M. So mura to.
So good morning everyone. So as you can see at my back, we can see some projects here. So let's interview some of the inventors or the students that made this possible. So let's go find out. So
Hello po, welcome to our exhibit. By the way, I am Rowena Alier.
And I am Kiza Aliara.
We are going to present to you our project, which is the flood warning system with SMS. This project is designed to help save lives and keep people safe during floods. Floods can happen quickly and it can cause a lot of damage to homes, properties, and even lives. That's why we created this project to warn people early and give them time to prepare and stay safe.
So, as you can see here, we have 3 LEDs. So, the green LED, this means the system is on standby and the water level is normal. So, then, ang yellow LED, muna siya this means that the water level, ay warning ni siya, then the water level has risen. And nagkuha na siya nga, naabot na sa flood sensor ang tubig. Then ang kaning red, muna siya nag-indicate og danger. Then, for example, ang kaning muna ato ang flood sensor. Then, if ang flood sensor kay open, muna siya pasabot nga standby green. Muna masiga ang green LED. Then, kung ang flood sensor kay mo close, muna siya pasabot nga warning na naabot na sa flood ang tubig sa flood sensor. So, ang babaw sa flood sensor na dito ang water level sensor. If maabot na ang tubig sa water level sensor, muna ni siya masiga ang red LED, then matingog dayon ang amoang buzzer o musena siya og notification. So, Romana, I will show you how it works.
So, as you can see, mo ni ang ato ang float sensor. Then, as you can see sa atong float sensor kay naka-open siya, meaning ang water level is normal. So, standby. So, sa atong makita dire, ang green nga LED ang nagsiga. And then, for example, mag-imagine ta nga, ang kaning float sensor nakabitay ni siya dapit sa sapa. And then, ang water nalapaw na ani niya, so ma-close ni siya. So, nisiga na ang yellow. Meaning na, warning na nga nanadyoy paabot nga flood. So, mo alert na ang mga tao nga mangandam na sila. And then, if ever nga, ang katong tubig musaka na jugmayo, then maabot na siya aning water level, that's the time nga musiga ang red nga LED. And then, i-alarm ang buzzer. And then, ang atong GSM module mo send og notification sa atong cellphones. But for now, we're sorry, di na mo mapakita ang SMS kay since kanang natay issue diri sa atong GSM module, but ang sample output ani kay kani ingon ani ang makita sa ato ang cellphone. So that's how our system works.
So, good morning everyone. Now, let's move on to the next project. And by the way, my name is Rodney Villana. What is your name?
So I'm Emmanuel Chan, a third year student in CTO Inatilan.
What is project is all about?
So our project is all about to ensure our parents or our guardians that their children is arrive at school safety, or their children arrive at school or not.
What challenges did you face while developing this project?
So the challenges of when we making this project is like about the SMS, or like the sending or generating the SMS to send to the guardian, because sometimes it doesn't have signals.
So thank you, Mr. Chan.
Can you please demonstrate?
Can you please demonstrate?
So first, we're gonna register a new student. So enter the school ID, the student name, then the gender, guardian,
then the number of the guardian, registration date, the RFID card, which is this card, the image path, then submit. And once it's already submit, so you can try it out. So the RFID card, they display the pictures and open the gate of the school, and it send an SMS to their guardians. So let's see. So same as this one. Your child has login at CTO Inatilan Extension Campus. So that's how our system works.
So thank you, Mr. Chan.
So good morning, everyone. We are here in next project. So I'm here with Mr.
I'm Noel Isola.
Also, Mr. What is your project all about?
So this project is all about the enhanced point of sale with integrated inventory management system. Yes.
So why did you come up with a project instead of other idea or project?
So it is because mas dako kayong tabang nila binak sa mga tindahan bitaw na instead of like maglista-lista ka diya, at least ba magamit nimo na through diba system. Let me show you the ale. So first mag-log in ta dire. Actually na ni siya duha ka kuana, manager and cashier. So karon gipakita na ako isa manager. Kay siya mo'y maka-edit sa atong kuan inventory. So we have here our home here. So focus the camera here. Mao ni siya atong home in which pwede ka mangita. Diri ka mangita og unsay ganahan nimo nga ilimnon. So naka dire Valentine's Finest, mao ni siya. Then natay kategory dire ha. Kung di mo ganahag beer, naaktay whiskey. Mao na yung mga different whiskey nato dire. Ana.
Wala boss.
Okay, kuan man ni siya. Panggawas man ni nga mga ilimnon ba. Natay vodka, napatay gin. Diha ra ka mamili ra gyud ka diha. Then we have here's the inventory. Amo na inventory. Si manager ay maka-open ana kay ngano man. Usbon pa lang sa cashier ang kuan. Di ba? Sakto sa?
Yeah, goods kaya.
Mo na. Mo siya inventory, then report pa so ng report. Balik tas home. Pwede ta maka-add to cart ani tanawa. Ay. Ano sa man eh? Nana dire. Then pwede sa ta maka-edit sa quantity kung pila ganahan nimo. Example kay reseller ka. Nara dire. Then ang presyo na automatic naman na. So masayon siya, di ba? Contrast ka na maglista-lista ka. So that's why we come up with this project ba kay to help the especially na yung mga dagkong tindahan. So maura to at least ba nakasabot raman dagoy mo.
Yeah, goods kaya.
Goods ra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the project of Mr. What's your name again, sir?
Noel Isula.
So thank you very much for your wonderful time.
Welcome.